Darb Tees presents Rob and Steve's No Budget All Spoiler Review Show, Episode 10, The Hole.
Welcome to Episode 10, The Hole. This is the 2009 film directed by Joe Dante. Not the 2001 Crap Fest starring Thora Birch and Keira Knightley.
I think it could have used more Keira Knightley, though.
Everything could use more Keira Knightley. My dreams could use more Keira Knightley. But Joe Dante, he's kind of a legend in the horror community. He directed Piranha, The Howling, Gremlins, and he directed episodes of one of my personal favorite TV shows growing up, Erie, Indiana.
Did he do The Other Dimension, too?
No, I don't know. I don't think he did. But
Joe Dante did those.
I swear, Erie, Indiana was always better than Goosebumps.
It was.
That's just a flat out fact. That's not opinion. Okay.
It was better than most Twilight Zones.
Yeah,
the 90s, not the original, the 60s ones.
But so yeah, here he's back and trying to recapture the golden era of his career and 80s horror comedies. So Rob, what did you think?
Overall,
Nah.
I mean, like you said, he was trying to recapture, but it's like we were saying with Super 8 on the last episode. When you try to recapture the 80s, it just doesn't work.
No, the 80s had this special, like, they were allowed to be cheesy and over the top, and like they just had their own special, like, it's just like I can't even describe it, you know.
Well, it was just trying to be like you said, like a kids movie, kids horror movie of the 80s, and it just came across as like some crappy like Disney Channel movie.
Yeah,
it just felt so cheap.
That's what it looked like.
It
It looked like a TV movie, and it just felt like a TV movie. I don't know. What did you think of the kids? Were the actors any good?
Well, I mean, again, like we mentioned on the last episode, Super 8 had like really good kid actors. So coming from that, watching this, not so much.
What do you mean?
Well, the one kid, I like the one kid, the youngest kid. He played Lucas, this kid, Nathan Gamble. He's like 14 now, but look what he already has to his career. He was in Marley and Me. He was the kid in The Mist, Stephen King's. He's Commissioner Gordon Jr. in The Dark Knight. Like, this kid's going places, and he was probably the best actor in this movie. And he was like 10 or something when this came out.
I bet you, though, he was on set just being a little shit.
Oh,
like,
probably.
I worked with Gary Oldman, damn it. I want red M&Ms.
His older brother, or the character's older brother, this other kid, Chris Massaglia or something. Nah, he was awful. He was bad.
But he was the bad kid. Like, he was like, oh man, I'm so hard.
To who, though? His little brother? Like, I think he was just typical older brother. He wasn't a badass.
I think it was Joe Dante remembering what was cool in the 80s and thinking that was still cool. Like, yeah, this is going to be badass. Let's have him mope around. And
I could have used more making him eat candy bars on the ground.
That's true.
Playground justice.
Well, if there's one highlight of the movie, Haley Bennett was hot.
She was.
She was really good looking, and she was also in Marley and Me, so she's got that going for her.
Buddy comedy coming up?
I think so.
Speaking of hot, Terry Polo plays the mom. Kind of a more minor role in this movie, but she's always hot.
Yeah.
She's Pam in Meet the Parents and those shitty sequels, and that's saying something because Meet the Parents isn't that good.
I would not watch those films even for Terry Polo.
No.
You couldn't pay me to watch those films.
I don't know why people love them so much.
They're
not funny.
Punishment.
They do.
People are gluttons for punishment. They love horrible things, and that's why we're here reviewing The Hole.
That's true.
Well, you know what though? Like, it's kind of hard to judge because so much of the movie was just cliche, like awful, like Japanese ghost girls walking backwards.
Reverse, but
Yeah.
forward. That's done. Stop it.
He had the clown doll from Poltergeist in there and just threw that in there wholesale. Like,
They've never been creepy.
no.
Maybe
no.
to Eli.
Yeah, maybe to Eli. But it's just, like, it was just Mad Libs for horror movies. They just, hit the checklist just like...
Complete with creepy old guy spelling out the
Oh,
plot.
yeah. We had Doc Brown looking mug show up and here's everything you need to know. Like, we were just calling things out half an hour before they happened.
Put the picture together. Rip the pages.
The pages
out of the sketch.
are going to be
what are you
one picture.
doing?
And then he did it, and it was like, what am I even looking at?
Yeah.
Who did they hire to draw this out? Joe Dante? He did it himself.
That's pretty low budget.
But, maybe when my niece and nephew get a few years older, I'll sneak them over to my place and throw on The Hole and introduce them to horror.
No, you should show them a classic 80s movie.
That's
in
true.
which they get it right. Show them a classic Joe Dante movie.
That's true.
You
I
don't
should
need
yeah.
to show them this. Maybe to show them what isn't good children's horror movie.
Because there's no threat when a ghost girl's walking at you. Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when she gets to you?
And then
She's
she
gonna
turns
poke you.
out to be her friend.
Yeah, and then
Anyway.
what a twist! I did like though that each of the characters they're revealing their fear through kind of like a mystery, and so she solves the mystery.
Yeah, they do set them up pretty well. Like they show that the little kid is afraid of clowns at the beginning, and they show that the older brother, he has to act tough, but really he's just scared of his dad.
He's 80s tough.
His dad was like in prison or something.
So was there anything good in this movie?
I know you like the ending.
Yeah, I did really like the ending. Basically, the main emo kid, who's not a good actor, gets sucked into the hole, and he ends up in like this other dimension sort of thing. He's kind of reliving his past. And I'm a sucker for movies about like memory and past. Like Eternal Sunshine is my favorite movie, and I just like the idea of memories being messed with. I think like it's one of the more scary things to me. And so like the whole final act is him fighting.
It's battling this like skewed, insane monster version.
Yeah,
of his
a
dad.
monster version of his dad. It's kind of like how he imagined it as a kid, and it's just this warped version of his childhood. And I really liked it, and I think it's because it was interesting visually and from the character standpoint, and also something actually happened. There was action. There was,
I mean, it was definitely the best part of this movie, and I really like the concept, but I don't know, the look of it, like I said, it had that cheap Disney Channel made-for-TV.
Well, there was so much awful CG, and especially because, whoa, it's in 3D! You gotta throw an ass CG at you. Here, have it. Fucking take it. Just no good. But I think if they... I'd like to see a better movie tackle this subject. I love, like mystery, like... disturbing things in suburbia.
Yeah, a lot of good
and
concepts.
Warped memories and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe you'll be seeing something soon. I'm not saying that we're starting to watch horror movies 2 months early for research or anything, but I don't know. So overall, I appreciate what Joe Dante was trying to do. Like I said, it might make a good movie for little kids. But I don't know. Overall, just nah. Which is good because we were on a streak of and so it's good to kind of bring it back down. Yeah,
getting back to our roots of
roots. Yeah, just awful films, and Halloween's going to be coming up, and expect a lot of awful films. I think we're going to be going through the whole Halloween series soon. So there's at least
more days to Halloween?
1.5 good movies in there. But yeah, that was The Hole, and that movie was a hole that sucked 90 minutes away from us.
Right down the hole.
So that's the review, and I do this from now on at the end of reviews, apparently. So we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, for sure. This review will be will be 2 minutes. Nah, fuck that. We'll get it under minute and a half.
A minute.